Hey YouTube, Madam Roy back again. Well, you can see it's pretty late at night. It's almost 10:40, and this is actually a good time to film for me downstairs because everybody's asleep by now. Uh, the subject of this video is going to be the Antec computer. I've actually just finished working on this, and I wanted to show you guys what the final product looked like. This computer is going to be sold to a friend of mine. He asked me to build it to specific specs, and that's what I did. So, without further ado, let me go over what I actually did for this build. I know you guys know this case, one I picked up a couple of days ago. The one issue I did wind up fixing was the front USB 2.0 ports on the FireWire port. It had come detached from the back, but luckily it didn't break. What actually holds it back there are two plastic pins that actually hold the back of the board forward. It's a really bad design. I mean, even now it's not in there great, but it'll stay put as long as you don't mess around with it too much. In here, the top drive is an old Mad Dog. Yep, I know you guys probably remember that from back in the day. Dual layer DVD burner. This one's actually from about 2005. And as you can see, it is dual layer. There you go. Bottom drive's just a CD burner. The gentleman that I'm building this for only said he really needed one drive, but I didn't have the extra bay cover for this, so I just stuck in a CD burner and works just fine. There's a 3.5-inch floppy drive. He actually wanted me to build this specifically with a 3.5-inch drive. I think he's going to be using it for his DOS machine. He's going to use it to get different games online, and he needed a floppy drive for it for sure. This is, of course, the power and the reset button. This is the power light up here, hard drive light, and then these two are for 1 and 2 Ethernet ports. So they're not actually hooked up. They don't function with the motherboard that's in there, but certain motherboards with this case, you could actually have it tell you when there was activity on the network. So we'll go to the back here. There's the power supply. Nothing special. The power supply is a 300 watt High Pro. Yes, I know I'd never like to use High Pros, but this one's of fairly decent quality, and I've tested all the components and they're definitely good. Down here we have the PS2 ports, serial and parallel, and I did this in the other video, so you guys can just take a look. You can tell what the ports are. And it still has the two USB extra ports, 2.0 ports, and then this is an ATI Radeon X 3000 series card. I found out it's definitely 256 megabytes of DDR memory, so it's a decent card. For what he's going to do with this system, it'll be just fine. And there are the two fans. Alright, now I know some of you guys this is going to be controversial, but this is what he wanted me to install. What I actually put on here is Windows XP Professional 64-bit edition. I had this version, and I really like it myself, and believe it or not, it works flawlessly with 32-bit applications because it actually emulates 32-bit as well. The final specs on this really haven't changed too much. It's the 2002 with Service Pack 2. Service Pack 2 is the highest you can get for Windows XP 64-bit edition. AMD Athlon 64 3200 processor running at 2.01 gigahertz. It's actually a 2 gigahertz processor, but Windows reads it as 2.01, and 2 gigabytes of RAM. With the hard drive situation, I actually have two in here. I have the stock 80 gigabyte hard drive, which was the first one I put in. and then I put in an additional 40 gig drive. So he's got about 70 or 80 gigabytes left, which is more than enough space. And if I go over here, wait for the camera to focus, you can see there's that card. It's the X3, I'm sorry guys, the X300 series, or the X1050 or the 550. Yeah, it's one of those. And if I go over here, you can see a little more information. 256 megabytes of memory, 400 megahertz processor on that card. So it's nothing fancy, but it's definitely good enough to do YouTube videos and search the internet. Pretty much everything he's going to need to do. Programs I installed on here, the typical ones: ImageBurn, LibreOffice, Firefox. For security, I have Avast and Spybot Search and Destroy 2, VLC Media Player, Deep Burner. Go down here, Chrome, Uniblue Driver Scanner, because this had some awkward drivers. I generally would not use that program, but I had a hard time. 8-bit site did not have the up-to-date drivers for this, so Uniblue was really my only other option. Power DVD 12, the Cyberlink Media Suite, which I'm really starting to like. It's a nice full-featured suite. CD Burner XP Pro, CC Cleaner, and Adobe Reader. And I'm going to sell him this monitor with it too. This is just that 19-inch HP monitor that I replaced with the 22-inch Acer screen. So that's about it, guys. I just wanted to show you what I finally decided to do with this. And it's going to be sold within the next couple of days. He's got to get the money together. I'm not going to tell you guys what I sold it for, because he doesn't want me to divulge that information. He's kind of a private person. But stay tuned for some more computer videos coming real soon, and have a blessed day, everybody.